gentlemen, we are here for Friday Night SmackDown, held in front of 8,054 people in the Cross Insurance Arena. It picked the same arena as episode 1. Pog. We start off with a Zen reign of 67. We have the new Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. It's it. Of course, up for the moment, there's going to be a lot of stuff similar to how in real life. This promo, well, this whole storyline, as you see here, I'm going to do the same storyline I did with they're doing with Jey Uso. I'm doing that same storyline because I like it. It's good. I'm basically amazing going to do the same storyline. Basically. So let's start off with Paul and Roman. And it's basically that same promo which they did that night. It's basically the same promo. If you don't know the promo, go and find it on their YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm also going to do a thing where Roman doesn't talk that much. Of course, he'll talk to his family, he'll talk to the Usos and all that. Talk backstage. But when it's like a promo like this, when they're in the ring, Paul Heyman's going to do all the talking. Because Paul Heyman is a good microphone person thing. And I need him. And well, if Roman's talking, there's no point having Heyman, since a reason to have Heyman is because, he's a good talker. And Roman can't be a good talker. It's just Paul is a better talker. So, he's going to be the talker of Roman Reigns. Opening contest of the evening, Zen reign of 49, Chad Gable beats the local talent Kenny Doan in an abysmal match, 9:41 by pinfall. Chad Gable with a 57, Kenny Doan with a 27. One of the goals were already completed, Chad Gable. One of the things we completed, Chad Gable is back to Chad Gable and not Shorty Bloody G. Because why would they name a great performer like Chad Gable Shorty G and make his gimmick about how he's short? Because who gives a shit? Who really gives a shit if Chad Gable's short? I think the main issue is that King Corbin's tall. Zen reign of 58. We're doing this storyline. Jeff, I talked about, AJ Styles being AJ Styles and the return of Sami Zayn. No, for some reason the mod maker kept Sami Zayn as on hiatus, so I have to change that, even though, he returns before Payback, which is bullshit. So he's not on the show tonight, but I didn't realise he wasn't until I started booking the show. And I'm pretty pissed off. So this storyline's going to start off the best. But next SmackDown, Sami Zayn will be here. And things should go smoothly. Check out he talked about his win before SummerSlam, his title win. They talked about what happened to last show. I don't remember what happened on the show. I don't watch Raw and SmackDown. But whatever Styles did on the last SmackDown, he talked about that, and he talked about the return of Sami Zayn proclaiming himself as, the king champion, real champion, even though, he should be, because WWE said they wouldn't ruin pushes, and then they took the title off him. There he goes to Zen reign of 57. He starts off with Bayley in the ring. Actually apologises to Sasha Banks because Bayley feels like she is to blame for Sasha losing her title. As Sasha took a bump for Bayley to help Bayley retain her title. But Bayley was scared about getting herself hurt and wouldn't take the bump for Sasha. And she just wants to apologise and hopes that Sasha will forgive her. Then Sasha Banks comes out. And her Banks, she forgives Bayley because, they're best friends. I'm not breaking them up yet. I'm sorry, And, I want to apologise for something else too. And Bayley's like, what do you want to apologise about? Well, you know, they booked a #1 contenders tournament for your title, and I'm in it. And my match is up next, and if I win, it'll be me versus you at the pay-per-view. And he's like, oh, cool. Shit. Oh, shit. It's basically announcing a tournament. This show will have Naomi and Lacey Evans fighting, and Tamina and Sasha Banks fighting. Next week, I don't remember the other 2 matches, but they're on the screen now. You can see those two. Those two will be on the next SmackDown. And then there'll be semi-finals. Then the finals will be on the final SmackDown before the pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view isn't Clash of Champions because it's shit. Because it sounds like, you know, that should be the show where the Raw and SmackDown champions fight, because it's the Clash of Champions where they don't fight. And it was stupid fact they changed it from Night of Champions to Clash of Champions in the first place. So instead we're doing Judgment Day, because that was a bad pay-per-view. Yeah. I'm getting rid of the load of, like, you know, gimmicky based or shit ones at Clash of Champions. The Hell in a Cell, that's being replaced. Because I don't think there should be a pay-per-view. I don't think there should be gimmick pay-per-views. Of course, some will stay, like TLC. I think that's staying. Money in the Bank staying. Elimination Chamber, that's gone. Hell in a Cell, that's gone. Because I don't think there should be a pay-per-view specifically made for Hell in a Cell matches where you get multiple in one night. It should be saved for a big moment. Just like the Elimination Chamber, it should be saved for a big moment. In fact, I'm thinking instead of doing the 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, I might do a 3-on-3, you know, Raw vs SmackDown Elimination Chamber match. Because that would sound fucking cool. But we're not there yet, so plans might change. Then we go into the first tournament match in the reign of 61. About that didn't have much and terrible wrestling. Sasha Banks defeats Tamina in 12:54 by submission of a bank statement. Of course, it was a part of the tournament. Sasha Banks, she advances to the semi-finals. I was going to say semi-finals, and then I forgot the word semi. Sasha Banks with a 67, Tamina with a 41. They have great chemistry. That's good to know. And that's a note which I will remember for next time. Sasha Banks was inconsistent. Tamina had poor psychology. She was inconsistent. Not the best stamina. And she's getting old. So I'm thinking, you know, Tamina won't be any prominent point anyway. So I'm thinking, you know, when I get to the point when I want to, like, boot her off the show, I'll have a quick little feud of Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks will get a nice win. And peace out, bitch. And in the second tournament, match in lane of 58 and Mac in a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Naomi defeated Lacey Evans in 11:01 by pinfall with a rear view. Of course, this is happening because, you know, of the Naomi movement. Because, you know, because they have mentioned it. But they're not doing jack shit about it. And they have great chemistry too. Also good to know, I guess. Naomi with a 57, Lacey Evans with a 52. Naomi was penalised for stamina. Okay, well, on Michael Hayes. Lacey Evans was inexperienced and inconsistent. Good to know. And then we got some line of 65. It's Jey Uso, and you know he congratulates his cousins. You know, it's like, hey, welcome back. Well done for winning the title. Those other two are crazy. And it's kind of doing the same thing, you know, as that everyone knows Roman's basically a heel, but he's like, here's my cousin. We're friends. Even though Roman will probably just try to kill him if he got in his way. Yeah. Like I said, with this storyline, it's basically going to be the same as the other match, as their real life one. Speaking of which, the main event will be a triple threat match. I don't have a match card. I know, I'm not really good at that. Because I had it, but it broke and I was too late to make another one. So here is the match card with Big E versus Sheamus versus King Corbin. Matt Riddle isn't in it because I'm thinking of other plans for him. To shove him in this match just to lose and not have him in the storyline ever again. It's pretty shit. So I thought he's a great wrestler, but he's the least important out of this rivalry. So let's push him out, try to make a better rivalry for him, and put him there instead. And as for this, we don't have him there. And I already have the Judgment Day match card fully set and ready. So I'm having them build up to that. So he won't probably be in a feud until after Judgment Day. But I'll put him in a couple of matches. Then we go to the 10 reign of 58. I don't know what to do with the SmackDown Tag Team division or the Raw Tag Team division. Because they're both shit. I mean this literally. Because the SmackDown Tag Team, I think there's like 4 tag teams. 4. Don't know how much Raw has, but SmackDown has 4. New Day, Heavy Machinery, Nakamura and Cesaro, and the Lucha House Party. But they're not actually a tag team. They're a stable, but they're not made into a tag team. Pretty dumb. Anyway, in a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat, Nakamura and Cesaro defeated Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado in 10-20 when Cesaro submitted Lince Dorado with a sharpshooter and Cesaro has an injury. Fuck's sake! Oh, I was thinking about pushing Cesaro at one point. You know, it should not be bad. This injury better not be bad. Oh, come on. I was already talking about how SmackDown didn't have good champions or didn't have good tag team division. And one quarter tag team division could be out for a little bit. Fuck's sake. Oh, you've got to be joking me, lads. You've got to be joking me. Damn it. Cesaro still for 67, Shinsuke with 69, Lince for 55, Grand Metalik for 46. Cesaro benefited for having a groundswell of public support. Shinsuke was penalised for declining physical ability. Grand Metalik was inconsistent, and the same was penalised for having to disrupt by injury. Thanks, Finley. And then we have Big E, who, of course, is in the main event later. But oh wait, he's found on a cracked car window. So it's like someone has attacked him and has sent him onto like the front window. I wonder who it could be. Well done, I just broke your ears. I wonder who it could be. It's not like I know. And then we go to 7-44. Okay, we're giving a story. Alexa Bliss and Paul Heyman wanted to be unscripted. Paul Heyman wasn't good off scripted, so I restarted and put him on script. That was the first segment. Turns out Alexa Bliss also isn't good on script. Thanks for telling me ahead of time. So of course Alexa Bliss is going through a thing of, you know, being slowly possessed by the Fiend. And I kind of like it. So I'm going to keep it. And of course, it's going to be just like Raw's, kind of not with SmackDown's in a way. You know, it's before her match. I don't think she had a match on that show. Well, if she did, it was that Fatal 4-Way match. No, it wasn't. That was the week after. Anyway, of course, it's also in the tournament, if you didn't remember, I do. So, of course, Alexa Bliss, she's like, I'm sorry for breaking your mark, I don't know what came over me. It's just 1 minute, we were talking, and we were happy, and then I blinked, and suddenly, I was in a different room. I just didn't understand why, and I just want to apologise, because I looked back at the footage, and I saw I broke your mark, and I'm just so sorry, will you forgive me? And Nikki was like, of course, you're my friend! Hug, hug. And then Bliss was like, I had to go for a match, but let's talk after the match. I was like, okay. Because that's definitely a Scottish accent. Okay. I'm annoyed. Okay. Yep. That could have gone better. Some reign of 59. About that, didn't have much heat in television wrestling. Alexa Bliss defeated Dana Brooke in 8:46 by pinfall. A twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss with an England performance of a 59. And Dana Brooke with a 49. Woo! 49. And no penalizations. So, with both of their ability, that's the best we could have gotten. And post-match, 7 reign of 56. Of course, Alexa Bliss, she goes into that trance-like state, you know, how she's been Sister Abigail in them and has that dead look like she's just been hypnotized. But of course, she didn't hit Sister Abigail, like post-match, you know, the box there doesn't know what she's talking. So, you know, her face is like blank and she sits up slowly, not like The Undertaker, bong. And she sits up with her hands on her back, she has that blank expression. She turns to Dana Brooke, gets onto her knees, and lunges for Dana Brooke. Punch after punch, laying in shots. Maybe it's because I don't like Dana Brooke, so I don't care. Punch, 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 punch. Over and over repeatedly. Nikki Cross, she has to run out and restrain Alexa Bliss before, you know, she snaps out. She's like, oh, what's going on? Like, did I win? Because, you know, she might like gone in a trance-like state before the match ended. So she's like, oh, what happened? Did I win the match? And Nikki's like, what the fuck's going on? My best friend is dead. Holy shit. So I'm at 59. I'm going to say a story. The Hacker. Remember the Hacker? I do. And I'm bringing it back. And also Retribution. Until I actually have a good plan for them. Since, you know, they're doing shit on TV. They're dead. And then, you know, I'll make a story like, they've been gone for so long, what happened to them? And then suddenly, you know, they'll return and do, you know, they'll kill Michael Cole. Or Vince McMahon. Or Shane. No, I'll make them shank Shane McMahon. And Shane McMahon will die. And Vince will be like, what the fuck? My son! Anyway. So the Hacker, you know, he shows some mystery footage of, you know, Biggie like stumbles in the flame. This is the parking lot, you know, when you got smashed through the car window. He stumbles in the flame. So he gets up, and Sheamus, with a gigantic bro kick, sends Biggie to the floor. Sheamus slowly hoists him up, puts him on his shoulders, walks over to a car. Let's say it's Biggie's car. Sets him down, gets him up for a high cross. What's it called? Does he still do the high cross? I don't think he does, but I'm bringing it back. He hits a high cross and sends him onto the window. And then, you know, he runs off. And then, like a few seconds later, people start running in. It's like, oh my god, Biggie, what happened? Like, they're blind. And then, you know, that's when, like, cameramen will come in, they'll cut to what we actually saw of Biggie, you know, on the car window dead. Also, hi, Bray. Oh, before we get into the big thing, this also means that the main event is changed. Because, you know, Big E isn't able to compete. And now, we have Bray Wyatt. So main of 76. Bray Wyatt is a saint. This is kind of similar to his Funhouse segment when he had the Walrus. But it's not Paul Heyman Walrus. Or another one, which I'm not mentioning, because, you know, it's kind of weird. And kind of, you know, what the hell when I first watched it. Check out TEW, his Firefan Funhouse thing. I'll just say, it features the Leaky for Superdog. I think you can get what that reference is from. Watch his series to know why there's a dog called Leaky the Superdog. And you probably can tell why. But instead, It's a puppet that's similar to someone we remember. Someone, through all the firings during 2020, somehow managed to stay. Because, you know, when all the releases happened, when Heath Slater was released and Curtis Axel was released throughout the year, somehow one person managed to stay, and that person was Bo Dallas. And I'm thinking, you know, I want to push Bo Dallas. Let's get him to a big high-profile thing instantly. He's not mentioned in a scene at all. But it's, I'm thinking, I have to think of an animal. Ah, shit, an animal. Let's pick, you know, a giant tortoise. And he'll be called Bortus. He'll be called Bortus the Believer. There you go. And people, you know, they'll get the idea that, you know, it's Bo Dallas. And of course, Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas have history since, you know, the actual family. And they'll kind of blend between that. You know, of them being family. And, you know, he'll be like, why the hell is this happening? And we'll learn in due time. We'll learn in due time. Then we go to the line of 61. In the main event, here is the actual match card graphic. Because Big E's were taken out in the main event. Because no Roman Reigns is the champion. This is for his title. Roman Reigns, you know, you thought, you know, try to make it, you know, trying to make it a little easier. Because, you know, he's being Sheamus, he's being King Corbin. You thought, well, I want one of them to win. One of them is going to win. I can already beat them with ease. That's it. Let's just shove, you know, Jay in there. And stay for we are good there. So in the main event, will be Jey Uso versus King Corbin versus Sheamus. And of course fans will be like, oh really? Oh. Jey Uso's not winning that one, right folks? Thanks Undertaker. He's our friend, Undertaker. Yeah. And then we go, it's a line of 68, The Miz versus Jeff Hardy. In a decent match, Jeff Hardy defeated The Miz in 15:57 by pinfall with a twist of hate. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, well, like Miz and Morrison probably a tag team, but I already had Miz both before I made that tag team match. So yeah, The Miz probably with Morrison, and hopefully the mod crew didn't forget to put that in. Otherwise, you know, they're really dropping the ball. So this is just a basic match to show, you know, Jeff Hardy, The Miz with a 69, Jeff Hardy with a 64. Boo-ba-doo-doo. And they both have declining physical ability. And post-match 65, AJ Styles hops the barricade, slides in, and brutally attacks Hardy's leg. Because you know, AJ Styles is a bastard. And of course, he caused that injury in the first place, and he goes and starts hammering down on that leg. People are like, oh no, Hardy's going to have to lose the title. He's working a big storyline, vacate it. And then Styles be like, I'm the best. And then, you know, Sami Zayn makes, no, I'm the best. But now have a one-on-one match, and Hardy will just be like, I'm there too. And like Vince will be like, no. I don't know why I did that. I don't know, I'm trying to fill in time at the 24th minute. I'm trying to be trying to fill in space for time. Speaking of which, same lane of 60, we're at the main event of the evening. In about that had a decent match from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Shock surprise, because no one expected him to win. No one ever. Jey Uso defeated King Corbin and Sheamus in 16:07 when Jey Uso pinned Sheamus with a fast roll up. Jey Uso will be going to Judgment Day to face his cousin, the big dog, Roman Reigns. And he did better than Sheamus Corbin with a 64, Sheamus with a 59, Jey Uso with a 61. He did better than Sheamus. I thought he would be like 51. And like Corbin and Sheamus, like Corbin would be like maybe early 60s, which he is. I thought Sheamus would be like 66. Well, I was really off this game, but still, that's unexpected. Corbin is inconsistent. Sheamus is getting old and inconsistent. Jey Uso is inconsistent. They're all inconsistent. Segment 69 for the post-match. Roman Reigns, he walks out of his title with him behind him. Obviously, I didn't put him here. And he has to shut him look in his face because he expected, you know, like everyone else, that Jey Uso wouldn't win and he would get a predictable opponent, which he already beat multiple times in the past and could easily beat again. And having this new challenger, not only new challenger, its own family. And he was like, oh god, wow, that was unexpected. But then, you know, he gets a little smile and starts clapping. Because now he realised his job is going to be a hell of a lot easier on Judgment Day. Because no offense to Jey Uso, but he's not winning that title match against Roman. That part's 100% obvious. And he's not the type of person to be in a made-to picture match and take main title match. The only reason why he's there is to put the fact that, you know, Roman's a heel now, and that Roman doesn't care for his family. And he did this so, you know, that, you know, he'll get a guaranteed predictable opponent and somehow the underdog won. And like Jey Uso's like, yeah, I did it! You know, I won the big match! And you know, he's being a gullible idiot. Well, everyone knows that Roman's gonna feast on him and his organs as a nice little snack before thinking, remember that time I murdered Brock Lesnar? He didn't murder Brock Lesnar. You get my point. And then like Vince be like, who's that? Finisher. Segment reign of 66. I think that's the same as Raw. Fuck's sake. Anyway, what did you think of this show? Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. As well as any more goals or challenges. Any potential storyline you want to see me do in the future. If you want to know the roster, it's literally the current roster for WWE. So just check out the website, wwe.com/superstars. I think that's the website. Or just download this mod pack, it's in the description down below. And then you can see all the people in it. And then you can see, oh, that person's on there. Because for some reason, you know, the roster's kind of fuzzy. A little bit fuzzy. Because if I saw correctly, Sonya Deville isn't even on the company anymore. She didn't leave the company, but she wasn't put in the company. They really spelled that wrong. That's not good. Anyway, share this video and all other my TEW videos with people who enjoy this type of content. Of course, like the video, guaranteed for me to be happy with life. And subscribe and hit my notification bell so you never miss a video or stream. And I'll see you guys next time. Check out the second channel, ArchoToo. Do the same over there because, you know, I'm epic. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. See you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.